to get that stuff going. That'll be a key cog in how far we go this season. So overall, I mean, it wasn't a clean game, but I liked our kids' effort and I liked our kids' physicality.
Manny Fuentes and Bryce Sanchez, kind of the two senior captains right now. Manny really had a pretty good contest for the most part, throwing the ball. I think he was, I think it was 13 of 15 or 13 of 16 or something like that for about 175 yards. Talk about that young man for just a moment, please.
Yeah, I think he was 15 of 19 for 234 yards. I mean, and he, and he had 2 drops. I mean, we had one a couple of times where he hit them right in the hands, and our kids just dropped them. So probably should have been 17 of 19, but played really well. I really like the way Manny has, we've asked him to be a leader. We've asked him to step up in that category. He's doing a good job leading practices, getting people motivated. And he has a great skill set. I mean, he can throw the ball, he can run. I mean, everything we're asking for in a quarterback, he's given us right now. So really excited about him and what his future holds, and he's doing a good job for us.
Sounds good. And Bryce Sanchez just looks like he's in shape. He's bigger than ever, has good speed, just a great kid.
Yeah,
just good student, all the above.
Yeah, just does everything right, I mean, he's does well in the classroom. I mean, he's actually lost some weight. I think he's stronger and he's quicker. He's got better feet. I mean, he's not going to run by you, but man, he's a load to bring down. So he's doing a good job. So.
Absolutely. And you talked about Coach Bolaños' defense, but I want to talk about the offensive line for just a moment. How do you feel the offensive line played in Game 1?
I think we're still kind of working through that a little bit. I mean, I thought they played. I mean, again, they kind of summed up the whole team. They played with great effort and they were physical. Now, did we do everything right all the time? No, we blew a lot of assignments. We got to get our footwork and our technique cleaned up. So they're a work in progress, and I'm still not sure who our starting offensive line is. We've got another week or two to try to get that pinned down. The good thing is there's competition there, and so kids have to come to practice and put the work in, or they'll get replaced. And so still kind of working through our offensive line is still kind of a work in progress, but again, I don't question the effort, and I don't question the physicality of that group. They get after it.
Absolutely. So before we start talking about Santa Fe, one of the things that we talked about in the broadcast last week was the fact that Roswell High School, your program, Coach Lynn, has about 160-ish kids in the program. That's freshmen through seniors. That's telling the public is saying something about you, is saying something about Roswell football. Tell me your thoughts about that, Coach.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, you'd have 160 kids. I would be willing to bet that there's probably, like in the state of New Mexico, I would be willing to bet there might not be 5 more teams that have more kids out for football than we do. I mean, right. And that's including the Clevelands and the Hobbs and the Artesias. I'm sure Artesia has more kids than we do, and I'm sure Cleveland does as well. But, for a school our size, I mean, you think about that. I mean, 160 kids out for football. That's 20% of the boys at Roswell High are playing football.
Right, exactly.
And, 20% of the boys are, they're getting their grades checked. They're having to act right in school. I think it's a big deal. I think it's good for Roswell High, and I think it's good for the boys. And I think it says a lot about our coaches, too. I mean, our coaches do a real good job of building relationships with these young men and really mentoring them off the field as much as on. Because, there's that old saying, they really don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And I think, when kids, feel like you care about them and you have an interest in them outside of football, I think that your roster will grow. So I'm proud of that number. I mean, it's a bit to manage, but we're proud of that number, and we like the fact that all those kids are working hard for us.
And speaking of that, one last question: 36 seniors?
Yeah, well, I think we're 34.
34 seniors and about 20 juniors. Is that correct?
But
there's not an underclassman on the varsity roster. Is that correct? Or is there
no, we don't have any sophomores on the varsity roster, and I'm not sure who we would bring up. I mean, I think we've got good depth at our junior and senior classes. Sir. It's like what Jim Bradley used to say. He said you can, for every sophomore you start, you can plan on losing a game, and so hopefully we don't lose any games this year.
Well, I think that's some wise advice by Coach Bradley. I remember those days, Coach. So, okay, well, sounds good. Week 2, New Mexico Activity Association, New Mexico High School football. Right now, you're currently preseason ranked 3, which I know rankings don't mean anything to you. It's about the end result. But tell me about the Santa Fe Demons. They're 0-1. They lost to West Mesa, I believe, last week. What are your thoughts on them, offensively, defensively? What's your scheme for this week, sir?
Yeah, first off, I just want to say I've got a lot of respect for Coach Martinez. I mean, I think, Santa Fe's always been a tough job, and I think he's doing a fantastic job with that program. He's stepping up and trying to play up to get those kids to play on a higher level. And so I have nothing but respect for Coach Martinez and his staff and what they're doing at Santa Fe. They kind of took it on the chin last week against West Mesa. West Mesa's a really good football team, though. They've got a kid that's probably a Division I quarterback. And that kid made a lot of plays. So, they're going to come in here and they're going to be, multiple on offense. They're probably going to throw the ball as much as they run it. They're a 50-50 team. They like running a lot of gap schemes. I mean, they're going to be a GT team, guard tackle counter team. That's the play they run the most. They do run some inside zone. And they like to throw the ball off of play action. Offensive or defensively, they're very similar to what Lovington played. I mean, they're a split. They're a 4-4 team, a split team. Linebackers are pretty good. I think they've got some kids that can run in the secondary. So, this will be a good home opener for us.
Sounds good, Coach. Is there anything else that you'd like to talk about? I know you're excited about playing the first home game here at the Wool Bowl. You got the crowd coming in. The kids are excited. You're wearing the all whites tonight, and you might want to explain a little bit why we're doing that.
Yeah, we're wearing our away uniforms tonight because we ordered some replacement jerseys from our vendor back in January, and our replacement home jerseys are not in yet. Our replacement visiting jerseys are in, so that's why we're wearing white. So we wanted to be able to put all our kids in their number for their first home game. We've got moms that have ordered shirts with their numbers on. It's just,
yes.
You want to put a kid in their number. So we asked Coach Martinez and the Santa Fe Demons if they would wear their home uniforms tonight. They agreed. And so we're going to wear our home uniforms. It'll be, we've done this before. We do it, every other year with Goddard. So not a big deal. Just taking care of things, hoping these kids get in their gyms. But I'm just excited about tonight. I think, open it up and get out there in front of that sea of red and, have our Charlie's Angels and our cheerleaders bring us on the field. And, it's just, we've got a great home environment and fired up to see that tonight, and all the pageantry and the band and all the kids that are working hard to make sure we have a good game experience. Excited about it.
No, I totally agree with you, Coach. Today's assembly was fantastic. We're set, ready to rock and roll. Well, anyway, nonetheless, good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you for bringing on the Dion's pregame show on 106.5 Roswell Stock FM and KSVPTV.com. Good luck, and we'll see you after the game.
Go Coyotes.
Thanks to smart home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber to home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
Sandoval off in Cowboy Country, going to catch the preseason game tomorrow afternoon. So you just got me tonight, and what should be a pretty good game here, at least to start off with. We got the Roswell Coyotes and the visiting Santa Fe Demons. Demons coach Andrew Martinez's squad comes in after a week 1 loss to West Mesa, 42-6. So they're coming into the game 0-1. They are ranked number 21 in 6A and 64th overall in the state of New Mexico. Coyotes come in the 7th ranked team overall in the state of New Mexico, and they move up 1 spot to the number 2 position in the Max Preps poll behind Artesia. Roswell ranked 2. They also are number 2 in the first coaches poll of the season, and we'll go over those in more detail here in just a minute. Team's about to take the field. We're still about 4.5 minutes away from kickoff. Coyotes coming off a week 1 victory over Lovington in Lovington, 45-18, where both sides of the ball looked relatively sharp. Manny Fuentes connecting on 15 of 19 passes, and he had 2 drops mixed in there, so he was pretty accurate. 3 touchdowns, and the defense also was pretty sharp as they did give up some big plays. Artesia did score 3 touchdowns, and they were basically all on the big play variety, but not just too much to work on. I mean, there's always stuff to work on, but as I said, both sides of the ball looked pretty sharp, and that's with the Coyotes dealing with some injuries here to start the season. I'm going to go with the same starting lineups as they did last week. We'll start with the defense. It's going to be number 17, Nate Quintero, the 5'6", 160-pound senior cornerback. Starting on the left side of the line will be number 33, Eli Lynn. He's 5'11", 210-pound senior. Defensive tackle Dominic Silva wears 61. He is 6'1", 200 pounds. He is a junior. Noah Lynn, the other tackle, he wears 71. He's 6'2", 245. And he was very disruptive last week, had a sack and a blocked kick. The other defensive end will be the junior, number 40, Aiden Rutley, standing 6'4", 210 pounds. The other cornerback will be Jerm Moriel, number 25. He's 5'8", 160 pounds. He's a senior. Linebackers for the Coyotes, same as last week. The Sam linebacker will be number 32, Vernon Molinar. He's 5'8", 175 pounds. He's a senior. In the middle will be Damian Quezada, the Mike linebacker, 5'10", 190-pound senior. And then number 7 will be, and I got to fix that, Damian Quezada is wearing number 3, so my mistake. He wore 5 last week. He'll wear 3 for the rest of the year. And the will linebacker will be number 7, Keegan Nichols. He's a 5'11", 185-pound junior. The safeties tonight will be Keegan's brother, Connor, number 14. Connor Nichols is one of the safeties. He's 5'10", 170 pounds. He's a senior. And the other safety will be junior Zai Carrasco. He wears number 16, and he stands at least 6 foot and 170 pounds. That's what they list him at. And he had a big game last week as well. He had 2 interceptions, although one was called back by penalty. For the offense, it'll be number 41, LJ Macias at the wide receiver spot, 5'11", 175-pound senior. Offensive line will be left tackle Javier Garcia, number 51. He's a senior, 5'10", 200 pounds. The left guard will be senior Daniel Cedillo. He's wears 67. He's 5'7" and 250 pounds. Rico Lujan, number 74, is the 5'9", 220-pound senior center. The right guard will be number 78, Hector Aguirre. He is 5'8", 185. He's a senior. Adrian Barraza fills out the rest of the line. He is 6'2", 225. He's a senior at right tackle. He wears number 70. The tight end tonight will be Malachi Mitchell, number 12. Frequent target for Manny Fuentes last week. He's 5'11", 175-pound senior. Slot back will be number 13, Josh Estrada. He's a senior, standing 5'7", 175. The running back will be Bryce Sanchez, number 22. The train, 5'10", 210 senior. 3rd year as the starter for the Coyotes. And the fullback will be Peyton Kennard. He'll also do the kicking. He is a 5'10", 200-pound senior. And the quarterback, Manny Fuentes, number 8, second-generation Coyote quarterback. He's 5'9", he's 160. And again, he's kind of like Zach Carrasco, 5'9", 160. Might be pretty conservative on those numbers. but he will be leading the Coyotes. Coyotes won the toss and deferred to the second half, so they will be kicking off. It will be Kennard from the left hash going right to left across your radio dial. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to KSVPTV.com and 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM as we're ready to kick off week 2. And here it is, Kennard looking for the corner. It's going to get to the end zone, bounce right through. And the Demons will start from their own 20, and that Coyote defense will step out onto the field. Lynn brothers walk out together. And they are going to line up. Sometimes they line up same side of the line. They move the defensive line around quite a bit. They also sub in some different people. You'll see Mason Greathouse check in there. And it looks like Wes Gallegos is actually going to get the start at, well, not sure. I'll get back to you on that. I don't know if that's 24 or 25 over there. But here we go. And we'll talk about Santa Fe after this first play. It's going to be a little screen out to the right. And nice tackle made by Connor Nichols. It's going to be a short game. Spoke to Michael Abeda. He's the starting quarterback for Santa Fe before the game. He is out with an ankle injury. He feels like it's a 1-week type injury and that he'll be back for their next game against St. Mike's next week, but he is not in uniform tonight. So the quarterback is a freshman. This was college, I'd say a true freshman, Isaiah Juarez, number 14. So we'll see how he does against this Coyote defense. It's going to be a read option type play, and it's minimal yards there. I'm going to say, depending on the spot, it's going to be no gain. And it's going to be number 61, and that is Dominic Silva with the tackle, with a little help. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 7. Coyotes looking for a stop on this first possession, try to get the ball back quickly, and we're going to have some kind of motion. They're going to say false start as Demon lineman moved, and that forced the right side of Coyote line to step across there. Noah Lynn and looks like Rudley. And it will be a 5-yard penalty on the Demons, so that will turn a 3rd and 7 into a 3rd and 12. Much more difficult to pick up. Safety's inside that 30-yard line. That's the line to gain. Got 3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. No tight end and 1 running back. I'm thinking for protection here for Juarez. He's going to try to get away, but he's going to be sacked. And we'll see who was in there first. Looked like it was Keegan Nichols this time. So the Nichols brothers each get a tackle on that first possession. And we'll have the first punt of the game. And it looks like Matt Castillo will be back to return the punt for the Coyotes. And the punter will be Alex Mora. And he gets away a line drive kick that Castillo feels. He's got to make one man miss. He does. And it's going to be about a 20-yard return for Matt Castillo. Nice return for the senior. And the Coyotes already in business here. They'll have the ball at the 36-yard line. Nice play by Castillo. He had to catch that ball kind of over his shoulder like a receiver, backpedaling. Able to field it cleanly, make the first man miss, and get down the field for nearly 30 yards. I may have been a little generous on that. Let's call it 25. All right, first look at the Coyote offense today. They're going right to left across your radio dial. Fuentes hands the ball to the train. That's Bryce Sanchez, and he is tripped up after an 8-yard gain. And thought he might break that one, but a real good first down run nonetheless. Coyotes still dealing with some injuries and some players out. But next man up philosophy, and that's exactly what happened last week. We'll see if that continues here this week, and we're going to get a procedure penalty here against the Coyotes most likely. No, it's going to be offsides on Santa Fe, so it's going to be a first down via the penalty. And so that will give the Coyotes a 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. 9:32 left here in the first quarter, as the Coyotes get the stop on defense and now marching down the field on offense in their first possession. Here's Bryce again. He's got a little room and a blocker. Makes one man miss, and Bryce Sanchez is going to get all the way down to the 12-yard line. Make it the 7-yard line, so that's going to be a 15-yard carry for Bryce Sanchez. And I would anticipate another running play here, although you never know. Peyton Kennard checks back into the game, and he is going to line up as a tight end. Sanchez, the lone back, with Fuentes in the pistol. 2 receivers out to the right. It is Sanchez again, and he'll get some, but only about 2 this time. He will bring up a second goal at the 5. Fuentes gets the call from Coach Lynn and his special assistant there. He's taller than him by about 3 inches, and that is Luke Lynn. Pistol game, exact same formation, same personnel, and now the option, and a great play by number 2, Alex Mora, who's having to do it all here. He's going to tackle Bryce Sanchez for a 5-yard loss. So well done there by the Santa Fe Demon defense. All right, they're going to line up, same personnel, just switching sides. You got Kennard as the tight end to the right. This time we're going to get a pass to a wide open receiver in the end zone, and it's touchdown Coyotes. And I believe it's Malachi Mitchell, but I will confirm it is. So Malachi Mitchell with the 10-yard touchdown reception from Manny Fuentes gives the Coyotes a 6-0 lead. Fuentes will line up the extra point. L.J. Macias is the holder. Kick is up. The kick is good. And the Coyotes take a quick 7-0 lead here with 8:12 remaining here in the first quarter. We're going to take a break. When we come back, more first quarter action from the Wool Bowl. Again, Coyotes lead Santa Fe 7-0 on KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on, with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
And welcome back to the Wool Bowl. Coyote Nation, your Coyotes lead at 7-0 against the Santa Fe Demons. A stop on defense and a march right down the field, concluding with a Manny Fuentes to Malachi Mitchell 10-yard touchdown pass. And the kicking team is back on the field. It will be Bryce Sanchez in the regular kick coverage unit. Another angle kick towards the left sideline. This one's fielded at the 6. And pretty good tackle there made by Connor Nichols. And there is a flag on the play. And we'll see who that's going to go against. I didn't see anything. I saw right where he threw the flag. It was right towards the runner. Will be holding on Santa Fe, so they will back the Demons up. They were going to start at the 20. And they will get the maximum distance out of that penalty, and they will start at the 10. And it will be 1st and 10 for Santa Fe from their own 10-yard line. And so they will be backed up right away. We'll see if Coach Art Bolaños decides to get aggressive here, try to get some negative yardage. Got the 3 men down. Ran that a lot last week too. And here they come. They're coming after him. It's going to be a sack, and the ball might be out. Coyotes are pointing the other way, and it will be a fumble and a turnover. And Noah Lynn, I believe, was the man responsible for that one. Noah Lynn with the tackle for loss, the forced fumble. Didn't see who recovered it, but he'll get credit for the sack, the forced fumble. And the Coyotes will have 1st and goal at the 3. So the defense showing what it's all about. They brought that pressure immediately, brought a linebacker blitz, and Noah Lynn able to beat his man inside, forced the fumble. And now a fade thrown and dropped. Had it in his hands, but couldn't come down with it. And that was Mitchell again, I believe. Hard to see, sun shining right on him. Pretty well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Malachi Mitchell, who couldn't quite, pretty decent pass by Fuentes. Threw it up there where his guy had the best shot at it. And now they're going to go under center with Fuentes. Tight formation, just one receiver back, and they're going to run the delay, and it will be Bryce Sanchez in for the 3-yard touchdown. So Bryce Sanchez gets in on the act from 3 yards out. His 5th carry, already 23 yards for the train, Bryce Sanchez. And the Coyotes lead 13-0. Kennard back. Kick is up. Kick is good. So the Coyotes lead at 14-0 here in the early going. We still got 7 minutes and 50 seconds left. And I think we'll stay here, talk about some polls. As I said earlier, we had the first coaches poll out. And we'll go over that one. I like the coaches poll early in the season, and I like the Max Preps poll late in the season. Coaches poll this week: Artesia number 1, Roswell number 2. Goddard comes in at number 3 after their big win over Santa Teresa, 49-0. Deming is number 4, Mayfield number 5. So our district holding 4 of the 5 top spots in the coaches poll. Number 6 is Piedra Vista, followed by Gadsden, Los Alamos, Valley, and Belen. Max Preps poll is quite a bit different. We'll go over that in just a moment. We're ready for kickoff here as Kennard tees it up at the 40. Good crowd here. Still filling in. Student section standing about 7 rows deep, almost all the way across. Another kick that's going to get, they're going to say touchback. Not a great angle for either official there to see if that went in the end zone or went out of bounds, but it will be called a touchback, so no return. And the defense gets right back on the field. And the first one out there is Noah Lynn. He's fired up, and rightfully so. Talked about Santa Fe not having really their go-to guy, Michael Abate, who's their starting quarterback last year as well. And he's kind of the straw that stirs it and just unable to go. But it gets good experience for the freshman, Isaiah Juarez. If they stick with him, they also have 2 other players listed as quarterbacks that they could go to. One a sophomore, actually both other quarterbacks listed are sophomores. So unless they go to a direct snap situation, they're probably going to roll with the freshman. Is that another fumble? I think it is. I think there was a forced fumble there, and it was. And this time it's Connor Nichols forcing the fumble. And the offense back on the field yet again. I apologize for not getting who is recovering these fumbles in the big piles, but you can always tell who forced it because that's who everybody's congratulating if you don't happen to see it. But defense just getting in there and stripping the ball away so that the Coyotes in business again, 1st and 10 at the 17. 7:43 left in quarter number 1. It's already 14-0 Coyotes. And this will be Bryce Sanchez taking the pile with him, and he's going to go all the way down to the 6 or the 7. They're going to say 7th. They're already saying first down, so we're going to give him exactly 10 yards on that. Fuentes comes to the sideline to get the play. Giovanni Apodaca was in on that last play, but I hope he didn't have that carry, and I didn't credit him. I'm pretty sure it was Bryce. All right, here's the option. It's going to be a keeper by Fuentes, and he will probably get in. He finds the corner and does. So Fuentes, from 7 yards deep, scores touchdown number 3 for the Coyotes. They've only run 9 plays. 3 of them have been for touchdowns. Defense has been on the field 3 times already. They forced a 3-and-out and 2 fumbles. So couldn't get much better start here for the Coyotes than what we're looking at as Peyton Kennard kicks his 3rd extra point through. We will take a break this time. Thanks for tuning in to Roswell Coyote football. Just under 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Coyotes lead 21-0. KSVPTV.com. 106.5 Roswell's Talk.
Dion's is proud to be a part of the Roswell community and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by Dion's in their beautiful restaurant at 1350 South Main Street in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town. Or visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or for a super fast pickup. That's Dion's.com to see the full menu and order ahead. Thanks, Roswell, for letting Dion's celebrate the community they love. Dion's, where great food and good people meet.
And welcome back to Wool Bowl. Coyotes lead Santa Fe 21-0. 6:58 left in the first quarter. As the Coyotes are just having their way with the Demons. Demons no answer for Roswell's offense or their defense. Here's a kick to the 1. It will be returned. And here comes the special teams, and they're going to make the tackle out at about the 18-yard line. And several Coyotes in there on the tackle, including Connor Nichols, who has had himself a ball game already. I have him unofficially for 4 tackles, forced fumble, 1 tackle for loss. So I'm guessing that Coach Andrew Martinez and his staff are stressing ball protection here. Running back Alex Moore is limping around. He did get some treatment while he was out with the defense on the field. Watt is still the quarterback. He's going to hand it to Mora, and he's in trouble in the backfield, and he's going to lose 5 yards. And I think it was Rutley in on that tackle. Aiden Rutley. Sorry, Zai Carrasco from the safety position. Rutley comes off, so they're starting that defensive line rotation. They've only been in, that was only the 6th play for the defense. Now they're going to go inside handoff. This is going to be a tackle for loss, gang tackle. And that was number 41, and that is Tyler Wojcik. So the senior Tyler Wojcik, that's the first time called Tyler's name. Transferred in last year. Keegan Nichols also helped out there, but it will be a tackle for a loss for Wojcik. Brings up 3rd and 19 at their own 10. And the freshman Juarez, he is in the shotgun. 2 receivers on each side. He's going to throw a little screen, and that's going to be a loss, a tackle for loss. And that is number 50, Sergio Jimenez, from his tackle position. And that will be a punting situation. Here's the kick, and did he call for a fair catch? I thought he did, but he was just gathering himself. So another decent return. It's going to be about an 11-yard return from Matt Castillo. Another decent one, and the Coyotes will get the ball back for the 4th time. And for the 4th time in Santa Fe territory, they're going to have it at the 34-yard line. And number 13, that's Josh Estrada. He's in the game. He's going to split out to the right with number 20, Manny Segala. Segala, a frequent target last week. And you got Malachi Mitchell split out to the left. It's going to be a handoff to Bryce Sanchez. Bryce is going to get about 4. He's up to 37 yards on 7 carries. 7 of the 9 plays so far for the Coyotes have been runs with Bryce Sanchez. And now we get some different receivers in the game. We'll see how that goes. Coyotes are missing number 2, Jordan Weathersby is out with an injury. Number 25.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to 106.5 Roswell Stock FM and KSVPTV.com. It is Friday, August.
Inside handoff, and that's Bryce. Finds the hole, and Bryce Sanchez from 31 yards has just scored the 4th touchdown of the first quarter for the Roswell Coyotes. And this could be an early night for yours truly and everybody else here. Hope people will, at this rate, stick around to see the halftime show. Players may get to see the halftime show. 27-0. Peyton Kennard will try to make it 28. Nichols long snapper. L.J. Macias with the perfect holds. And they're going to say good. It was close. The officials looked at each other, just got it inside the left upright. And the Coyotes lead 28-0 here with 3:56 still left in the first quarter. Coyotes with 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns. Santa Fe with 4 possessions and 5 possessions, 3 turnovers, and 2 punts. So the kicking team is getting a lot of action. Their kick-receive team has gotten no action. The offense getting a little action. The defense, not much. They've just been that good. And we may start to see some substitutions as early as the second quarter. Again, mercy rules are 35-point lead initiates a running clock. 50-point lead ends the game, but both those have to occur after halftime, or at halftime, I should say. And a little pop-up kick this time. And Santa Fe is going to have their best field position of the day. They're going to start at the 30 or 31. We'll see the spot. Looks like the 30 as he runs out of bounds, and the Coyote defense will be back out on the field as the kicking team comes off. And Jacob Cedillo in the game as a defensive end. Number 15. Trying to get the subs for you when I can spot them. Here's the quarterback, Juarez, got the defense to jump, and that will be kind of the first miscue for the Coyotes. First penalty, and it will be encroachment or offsides. Warm night here at the Wool Bowl, 91 degrees still with the sun setting. We'll be in the 80s for most of the game. Almost no breeze, still night. Lights are on, and especially the scoreboard on the home side. Nice tackle made on the right side there. And I believe it's by Wesley Gallegos. Actually, that is a tackle for, well, we'll say no gain. Right back to the original line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 5 for Santa Fe. Juarez back. He's going to look to his right. He has a receiver, but he is going to be taken down immediately at the line of scrimmage by number 17, Nate Quintero. They may give him a yard. They are going to give him a yard. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 3, along 3. And Santa Fe looking for their first down of the ball game. 3 receivers to the left. Juarez still the quarterback, the freshman. And they're going to hand the ball off to number 2. And will he get there? He will just get it. It looks like it's going to be first down Santa Fe, as Alex Moore, the senior tailback, kicker, punter, able to get the first down. So Santa Fe gets their first down of the game, and they're out to their own 41-yard line. They're going left to right, north to south. Wesley Gallegos on the tackle again there, so consecutive tackles for Wes. Good to have him back in the lineup. And another screen. And it will be Juan Ortiz this time, senior wide receiver, but it's going to be a tackle for loss for Nate Quintero, as that screen just didn't work. Sorry. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11. See if the Coyotes bring pressure here. They go into a 4-man front this time. Played a little 3 and a little 4. And they're going to keep it on the RPO, and that's going to be a nice tackle from Vernon Molinar, selling out there. And Vernon Molinar, the senior, able to get the stop for a minimal gain, maybe 1.5 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and about 9.5. As the Coyotes look to get yet another stop here and get the ball back. We're still in the first quarter, folks. 28-0. Minute 12 left. Shotgun and a little flare out there, and it will be Vernon Molinar again tackling the receiver. The catch was made, 1-yard gain, but Molinar arrived exactly when the ball did, and we'll see if they're going to bring more out to punt. Looks like they are. 4th and 8, and the Coyotes already have Matt Castillo back to return punts. Normally, I think that would be Isaac Loya, but Castillo's done a good job. He fumbles this one, but he's still got time and room. If he can make one guy miss, he does, and now he's got blockers. If he can get the sideline, he does. He's up the sideline to the 40, the 35, the 30. He's going to score 20, 15, 10, 5. He's not. He's tackled out of bounds at the 3 by number 10, and tremendous hustle. That's Santi Villaseñor. But Castillo, after bobbling the kick back to the 25, is going to get about a 72-yard return, but not for a touchdown, as he was run down there at the very end. And I think they're going to leave Castillo in the game. So the ball, they're going to place the ball at the 1. So first and goal, Coyotes. And Giovanni Apodaca will come in and line up as a tight end. We've also got Luis Godoy in there. And the single back. And the pitch. And the touchdown for number 11, A.B. Toscano. So A.B. Toscano gets in on the action with the 1-yard touchdown run. And the Coyotes just way too much for the Santa Fe Demons in this one. Peyton Kenner back to kick his 5th extra point of the quarter. It's up and good. And we will stay here because we're going to take a longer break at the quarter. So we'll just talk some stats here. Only 11 plays run on offense for the Coyotes, and 5 of those plays have been for touchdowns. Already 68 yards and 2 touchdowns for Bryce Sanchez. Manny Fuentes is 1 for 2, 10 yards and a touchdown. Already 4 tackles for Connor Nichols, 2 each for Quintero, Gallegos, and Molinar, and already 4 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. I mean, it's been all Coyotes and then some. Kind of what we expected here. This is a team that's overmatched. Santa Fe's overmatched. They would have been anyway. They come in here without their senior starting quarterback, captain, Michael Abeda. Have to put the ball in the hands of a freshman, Isaiah Wattis, who's, he's done his best. He's keeping his head out there, but he just doesn't have much to work with against this Coyote defense. Kickoff is going to stay in the green and fielded at the 16. And decent run back out to the 30. And the ball's out again, out to the 34. The Coyotes say they have it. They're going to say he's down. One official is going to come in and say he's down. And I think they're going to go with that call. Coyotes did come up with the football, but they're going to say the return man was down. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. A huge quarter for the Coyotes as they score 35 here in the first quarter against the Santa Fe Demons. We're going to take a break and be right back on KSVPTV.com, 106.5 Roswell's Talk.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Welcome back to the Ward Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico. Kelly McDonald here flying solo for the evening, and shaping up to be a short flight. This game could be over before it even really gets dark. Coyotes lead 35-0 as we head to the second quarter. And again, with the mercy rules, the game does have to go all the way to halftime regardless of the score. And the running clock would not initiate before halftime either. Here's Wattis dropping back. They're setting up the screen and set up nicely. Well-run play. He's going to have to make one man miss. He does, and that's going to be one of the better plays for the Demons. It's going to be about a 3-yard reception, and now they're just going to say 2. as the Coyotes recovered pretty quickly on the well-executed play by the Demons, but Coyotes just too fast, too big, too strong. Too much for the Demons. Here's 2nd and 8. And the freshman is going to throw a little screen, and that was close to a backwards pass. You need to get on that ball, but it's thrown over the head of the intended receiver. That is Santi Villaseñor. And so it'll bring up 3rd and 8 at the 31-yard line. Student section into it for sure. 3rd and 8. Watta's still the quarterback, the freshman. He's going to fake the handoff and keep it, see if he has any room. He does for a second, but again, the Coyote defense is fast. That's going to be Connor Nichols, 5th tackle already. And I may have missed one on special teams. And we're already punting again, and it will be Bubba Marujo back to return this one. So, Bubba Marujo, the junior powerlifting state champ. And Coyotes barely get enough players on the field, and there's a flag, so kick is out of bounds, but we'll see. So the ball is kicked out of bounds, so Marujo no chance to return it. It will be placed at the 45-yard line. We'll see about the flag. Coyotes had a player go late on the field, but I think they're going to pick that flag up. I don't think there's a penalty for that. Defense can be moving or anywhere they want as long as they're on the field. In fact, you don't even have to have 11 out there. So they pick up that flag for whatever it was. Side judge explaining to the white hat what went on. So the offense back on the field. A.B. Toscano into the game. He will be out to the right with Manny Segala. Can't see who's out to the left, but it's one receiver. Fuentes shotgun. He's going to hand off up the middle. And not much there, maybe a yard. See who the ball carrier is. Couldn't really tell. Not sure who carried the ball there, but they carried it. It was a 1-yard carry. I think it's Godoy. We're going to say it's Godoy. This is Godoy for sure. He's got speed, and he breaks it. He's to the 40-35, and he will score easily. Trot in the end zone. And that will be a 56-yard touchdown run for Luis Godoy. After carrying the ball up the middle for 1 yard, he gets the pitch, sees a seam, and Luis Godoy, the senior backup running back, has just made the score 41-0. And we'll see if Kennard can go 6 for 6 here. Kicking north to south now. He does. Perfect 6 for 6 for Kennard. So the Coyotes, total domination here tonight. I'm running out of adjectives, superlatives. I mean, what can you say? They just kind of do no wrong. This kicking team out there for the 7th time in just 14 minutes of play. And they might be getting tired, actually, the kicking team. You know, those special teamers aren't usually regulars on the offensive or defensive side of the ball. Some of them are. Got Connor Nichols out there, for example. But most of them, there's A.B. Toscano out there. He's an offensive regular, but this is not usually especially on a Coach Lynn team. This is usually backups that play on this kicking team, and they're getting lots of playing time tonight. So here we go. Coyotes now going left to right across your radio dial. 106.5 Roswell Talk FM. Home of Coyote football, and it's been all Coyotes with the football tonight. 42-0, 9:37 remains here in the second quarter. Kickoff fielded at the 9 and run out to the 26 maybe. We'll see about the spot. And I'll try to get a tackler for you. It looks like number 54, Gabriel Castro, senior linebacker, backup linebacker, in on the tackle. So another name to add to the stat sheet here. So it looks like it's still the starters out there for the Coyotes on defense. Not even a rotational player in there right now, I don't think. Maybe a defensive end, I'll let you know here. Okay, we got a run off tackle right. It's going to be a decent run. About 3 yards. Ball came out again. And Keegan Nichols on the tackle that time. Well, they're going to say Tyler Wojcik. So Tyler Wojcik getting his first varsity action here. Making a name for himself. And now we got to go. And the receiver's got the ball. He's got a chance to score. Gallegos will not be able to catch him, and that's going to be touchdown Santa Fe. Bryce Melton. And the Coyotes give one up. And this was kind of the story last week. The defense was dominant. Not this dominant, but they were just in complete control of the game. And then one play would be a hitter. And really all three scores from Lovington last week were on, those home runs. And got burned there again. And I have to look back at tape. I don't know if Wes bit early or what, but he couldn't match the speed of Melton, and no safety help behind him. So 42-6 your score. Santa Fe is going for two here, and they will not get it. Has a nice tackle in the backfield made by Tyler Wojcik again. So Tyler Wojcik, he's playing for playing time right now, and he's we called his name several times. That's a tackle for loss there for Wojcik. Second tackle for loss of the game. So 42-6 your score now. So the 50-point margin is a little farther away now, but the 35-point margin is already surpassed, and that's with, again, 8 minutes, 3 seconds left here in the second quarter. Coyotes certainly have a chance to score two more times. But we will see the Coyote kick receive team in for the first time. They will also receive the second half kickoff. So we'll see who's back. Oh, and we've got Zach Carrasco back. We've got Jacob Cedillo. The up back appears to be Bubba Marujo. And you've got A.B. Toscano back there as well. So Zach Carrasco standing at his 10, looking for a chance to return this one. And here we go. Here's the kick, and it's going to be Marujo. And making moves, makes one man miss, and now he's got a little room. He's got the sideline, a good block. He's going to cut it back in, still not down, and all the way down to the 28-yard line. And it wasn't Marujo. I apologize. That's Matt Castillo. So Matt Castillo with the kick return. And I'm going to say 47-yard kickoff return from Matt Castillo. And he's saying, I need to be the guy back there. I need to be the guy receiving kicks. Again, they do have Isaac Loya coming back at some point, who's also very good. And the Coyotes have already gone to the second string with the quarterback, and it's Andrew Padilla. He's going to hand the ball off to, is that Connor Nichols? No, I'll have to get the number for you. It's 34, so that's Godoy with the 6-yard carry. These situations, you never know who's going to roll out there at whatever position. Dominic Pacheco into the game as a receiver. Andrew Padilla, potentially the quarterback next year. He's going to run a keeper, and he's going to pick up, I think we can give him 3 on that. So, Andrew Padilla finally getting a quarterback's number. He changed to number 19 this week. It's been number 35 for the last couple of years. Well, just last year, I guess. All right, 3rd and 1. And that is going to be not sure what happened there. And Padilla gets hit in the backfield. That's going to be a sack. And it's going to be a loss of 3. So Padilla is going to have to give those 3 rushing yards right back. And looks like we're going to kick. So we're going to have a 38-yard attempt here from Kennard. Kick is up and plenty of distance, and it is good. So 38-yard field goal for Peyton Kennard makes it 45-6. We're going to take a quick break. Thanks for tuning in to Coyote Football. Coyotes lead Santa Fe 45-6, 5:35 remaining in the second quarter. KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk.
More than 50 million Americans live with chronic pain. If you're experiencing pain that interferes with your daily life, Artesia General Hospital can help. Dr. Casey Della Barca and our compassionate team of providers treat a variety of conditions, including arthritis, back and neck pain, migraines, neuropathy, and more. We offer advanced procedures and comprehensive therapy, and we personalize treatment plans to help you get back to living a quality life. Request an appointment at artesiageneral.com/pain.
All right, we are back in the Wool Bowl. Roswell Coyotes lead the Santa Fe Demons 45-6, 5:35 remaining here in the second quarter. And it looks like at the rate we're going, we may play a little football in the second half. We'll see. No predictions. Here's the kick by Kennard. It's going to go out of the end zone for the touchback. So the defense will go back out on the field. And going to get some subs in there. Jacob Palomino is going to see his first action of the season. He's going to play safety. Still got Wes Matthews out there. Quezada, the starting linebacker, is going to go back out, I see. Somewhat regular rotation on the defensive line. Wojcik, right on cue, has earned some more playing time, so he's out there at one defensive end spot. Oh, no, he's not. Misidentified. And there's a decent first down run for Alex Mora, but there is a penalty flag on the play. Let's see what's going to go there. And it might be on Roswell. No, it's going to be holding on Santa Fe, so we're going to play first down over again. We'll see where it takes place. It's going to be about a 6 or 7 yard penalty. Maybe just 6. We'll call it 1st and 16. Holding took place down the field. And Wes Matthews looks over at Palomino and says, watch this guy's fast. That's Villasenor, and he's taken off again, but there's the help he needs, and that's going to be tackle for loss, Jacob Palomino. So into the stat sheet goes Jacob Palomino. And that's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. Going to bring up second and about 14. Shotgun again. They're going to hand the ball off. And nice play made there by Keegan Nichols. Tackle for loss again. He's going to bring up third and long deep in Santa Fe's own territory. Ball's at the 17-yard line. And happy sideline there for the Coyotes. They're a little too happy as Coach Lynn has to back them up a little. And now they're going to look for a pass over the top and just way overthrown. Nobody home. And that's going to bring up 4th and 13. As Isaiah Warner's really nowhere to go with the football. He probably just throwing that one away. Maybe he didn't even overthrow it, just making sure it wasn't intercepted. And Bubba Marujo will stand near midfield to field this punt. Let's see if he gets a chance. He didn't get a chance at the last one, but they're middle of the field here, so may not get a chance at this one either just because it's such a poor kick. He will not take it on the bounce. Smart. It's going to roll to a stop right at midfield, so no return there for Marujo. But a smart play not to try to scoop it off the ground, and I think that's what Ramon Zamudio was telling him as he came off the field. Sergio Jimenez probably saying the same thing. And so Andrew Padilla in the offense will have another chance here. I'm looking for subs out there. Luis Tejada is out there as an offensive lineman, as is, I was going to say Javier Garcia, but he's the starter. Dominic Pacheco lined up as a wideout. Godoy in the backfield. Single back. And low snap, but it will be, is it Godoy? It is not. It is Fabian Vigil. So Fabian Vigil will run for no gain. Second and 10. And the Coyotes taking their time here. Content to let the clock run with the big lead. We're down to 2 minutes left in the first half. And Padilla will take it himself. He's got room. He's got blockers. He's to the 40, the 35, the 30. He's got one man to beat, and he can't do it. But he's going to run all the way out to the 20-yard line. 30-yard carry for Andrew Padilla. And all of a sudden, he's the third leading rusher for the Coyotes on the day. And now the Coyotes looking to get one more score before the half. Clock running at 1:30. 45-6 is your score. I want to see Padilla throw the ball. We have not seen him throw the ball yet. No attempts. And won't get one here. We'll get a tackle for loss. And it's going to be a loss of just one, maybe. Let's see. And trying to get the ball carrier there. I think it's still Vigil. So let's bring up second and 11 with just 40 seconds left in the half. Absolutely no urgency by the Coyotes. Second and 12. Let's see if they throw one towards the end zone here. Nope. Well, it is technically going to be a pass. It's that little pitch ahead, and it's A.B. Toscano down to the 8. And will Coach Lynn call a timeout? He won't. They're just going to take it in, and that's going to be a reception, and I'm going to call it 12 yards for Andrew Padilla, hitting A.B. Toscano. Again, it was that little toss ahead, but it does count as a pass for 12 yards. Coyotes elect not to stop the clock and try to score again. So we're at halftime, and we are going to have the Coyote Big Red Band right off the bat, it looks like. So we're going to show the band. Are we going to show the band, Mr. Producer? Okay, so we will stay here and let you enjoy the band if you're tuning in on KSVPTV.com, and hopefully we'll have enough sound on the outside mic for you to enjoy on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM as well. Band is setting up very quickly. They got on the field fast, as you can see if you're watching. And it looks like they're just about ready to go, so we'll turn it over to public address and the Big Red Band from Coyote Land. Enjoy.
now, ladies and gentlemen, please let me welcome your 15-time and current state champion and your 4-time national champion, your Charlie's Angels.
Oasis Computers has been Roswell's trusted source for home and small business computers for over 30 years, and they continue to be your best resource for computer repairs, operating system upgrades, web root managed, antivirus, special orders, and more. Oasis Computers is now open from 8 to 1, Monday through Friday to better serve you. Service calls by appointments and after-hour appointments are available too. Stop by Oasis Computers at 1703 North Garden or call or text 575-625-9141 for even faster service.
Why is your above-ground pool clear and beautiful, and mine is hard to deal with and never looks quite right?
I used to have that problem too, until I found Soft Swim from BioGuard at Mays Lumber Company. It's so easy and less expensive than chlorine. Plus, it stays cleaner longer and is not hard on your skin. Just talk to Mary Jane at Mays Lumber Company. She'll set you up.
Get the full line of BioGuard pool and spa care products and even get your water tested at Mays Lumber Company on South Virginia in Roswell.
You can count on Mays Lumber Company.
Rosa, have you decided where you're going to college yet?
There's so many
What if you
choices.
could look
I'm still
forward
not sure.
1 year?
Well, I've decided
4
to attend the
years,
university.
40 years. What does the future look like? How will you ignite it? This is where the future gets fueled, where ideas come to light and identities flourish. This is where we define opportunity as individuals and as a pack. Being a Lobo is about so much more than the classes you take. It's about the mark you make on your world, because the journey starts here, but it never ends. What will you ignite?
Reserve vacation time. At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
It's Big O's Big Deal Event, August 21st through September 17th. Get a $110 rebate on sets of 4 Michelin Cross Climate 2 tires, or $70 rebate on all other Michelin lines, plus an additional $70 rebate on installation of select sets of 4 Michelin tires. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Installation charges extra, required on all 4 tires, not valid with other offers. Disposal fees and shop fees extra where permitted, void where prohibited. See rebate form for terms and conditions. Additional retailer offer advertised within is independent from the manufacturer's offer.
Wakefield Oil Express has the highest quality service in Roswell with a 17-point full-service oil change that includes a full wash and vacuum at their car wash. You won't find a better deal. They also offer full synthetic oil changes, fuel and cabin filter replacements, and will even check your battery. Their Tunnel Wash isn't afraid of dirty vehicles. They have the best value wash in town with free vacuums. They even offer wash passes that can be used for multiple vehicles. Next time you need your oil changed, go to the fast and efficient Wakefield Oil Express and let them earn your business. 3204 North Main, Roswell.
Need new windows for your home? Beware of the sales gangster. Jennifer from Trustmark Roofing and Windows here. A sales gangster is a window salesperson with the mobster mentality. They intimidate, bully, and fast talk you into buying their less than quality windows.
Perfect 6 for 6 on touchdowns and a perfect 1 for 1 on field goals as he hit from 38 yards. Punt returns, Matt Castillo with 3, a 25-yarder, 11-yarder, and the spectacular 72-yard punt return that nearly went for the touchdown. And Matt Castillo also had an excellent kickoff return of 47 yards. So he's the player of the game in my book so far. Offensively for the Coyotes, only 3 passes attempted, and one of those was one of those little flip forwards by Andrew Padilla. That little flip forward went for 12 yards to A.B. Toscano. And then Manny Fuentes, 1 for 2, 10 yards and a touchdown to Malachi Mitchell from 10 yards out. Running the football, Fabian Vigil, 2 carries for -1 yard. A.B. Toscano, 1 carry for 1 yard and a touchdown. Manny Fuentes, 1 carry for 7 yards and a touchdown. Andrew Padilla, 3 carries for 30 yards. Luis Godoy, 3 carries for 63 yards and a touchdown. He had the 56-yard touchdown run. And then Bryce Sanchez, 8 carries, 68 yards, and 2 scores. So there are the statistics at halftime. Again, the Coyotes will receive the second half kickoff. And I'll go over the mercy rule for you, for those who don't know. 35 to 49 point lead means you have a running clock where the clock is only stopped on timeouts, injuries, and change of possessions. We got time. And then if it ever gets to 50 points, then the game is over as long as it's after halftime. Both those, in effect, only after halftime. So we're going to take one more break here, and then we'll be back for more second half action here from the Wool Bowl on KSVPTV.com, 106.5, Roswell's Talk.
Need new windows for your home? Beware of the sales gangster. Jennifer from Trustmark Roofing and Windows here. A sales gangster is a window salesperson with the mobster mentality. They intimidate, bully, and fast talk you into buying their less than quality windows during a 3-hour pitch. Think I'm kidding? Call a few window companies and see for yourself. Or you can skip the sales gangsters and call Trustmark. We have fair, no-nonsense pricing on our premium windows, and our appointments take only about 60 to 75 minutes. Just long enough to listen to what you need, show you your options, answer your questions, and give you a straightforward quote. Then it's up to you. We can take a no just as easy as a yes, but I'll guarantee you this: no sales gangsters. Sound fair? Call Trustmark Roofing and Windows for your no-obligation spring window assessment. 575-755-7663 or visit TrustmarkRoofPros.com.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at PlateauTel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true.
Eastern New Mexico.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
Calichi's is ready to bring you the coolest dessert in the desert. Desert Ice, a 100% fat-free and dairy-free premium fruit ice that's made daily. Whether in the desert on a cone, a cup, or as a mix-it, Desert Ice is the perfect treat to cool you down when things get hot. Available in fruitastic flavors like mango, strawberry, lemon, and orange. Try it alone, in a cone, or take it to the party zone and mix it in with any Calici's flavor. Turns out the desert can be a pretty cool place. Get to Calici's on North Main in Roswell. Roswell's newest spot to chill out.
Most of the problems that people have with plants comes down to basic farm management. That means knowing what to plant and when to plant it. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Planting at the wrong time usually leads to disappointment and heartache, sort of like your first love. But planting at the right moment puts Mother Nature on your side, and that makes growing things easier and a whole lot more fun. So before you plant anything, come to see us at Roswell Seed, or just give it a try and hope for the best. It gives me a chance to say, I told you so.
All right, welcome back to the Wool Bowl. Coyotes lead 45-6. We're about 2 minutes from the second half kickoff. Coyotes will be receiving that kickoff and have their offense on the field. I'm assuming it will be Andrew Padilla. Might get to a third-string quarterback. You never know. That might be Jacob Palomino. Not sure if there's another quarterback in line there after Fuentes. Although Peyton Kenner has played a lot of quarterback. I suppose he could be an emergency-type quarterback, but I expect it to be Padilla. He needs reps and he needs to see some action before he takes over next year. As I mentioned pregame, the Roswell Coyotes currently number 7 in the state. Number 1 is Cleveland, followed by Cueva, and then Centennial, Volcano are the top 4. Number 5 is Artesia. Number 6 is Hobbs, and of course, Hobbs is going to be our opponent next week as we travel to Hobbs on September 1st. So that should be a good one. And number 7 is Roswell, followed by Rio Rancho. Farmington, who knocked off Piedra Vista, beat them bad in week number 1. Los Alamos is 10. PV falls to number 11. They fall 4 spots in the state poll. Number 12 is Las Cruces, followed by Bloomfield, Alamogordo, and then Carlsbad. 16 is West Mesa, 17 El Dorado, and almost the biggest jump in the statewide poll is the Goddard Rockets from last week, as they move up 8 spots to number 18. But they are behind in Carlsbad by 2 touchdowns, I believe. Get an update on that score for you. They are still at the half. Yeah, they've taken the score off the broadcast, but it was 21-6, I believe, is that score at the half. And we are just about ready. Time has expired on the clock. And the Coyotes will get a chance to return this one. It is bobbled, but they're going to bring it back. And this is A.B. Toscano, and he's got a little room. Makes a man miss. He's out to the 43-yard line. I'm going to give him 23 on the return. So nice run back for A.B. Toscano. Lots of people getting in on the action here. As Padilla comes in, and Manny Fuentes might even have the shoulder pads off. You never know. But we're not going to see Manny anymore today. He's got the helmet off. I see him now. Standing behind Coach. And it's going to be a run with Godoy up the middle. It's going to be a decent gain. We're going to give him 4. Godoy up to 67 yards. He's had the longest run of the day, the 56-yard touchdown in the first quarter. Followed by Bryce Sanchez's 31-yard touchdown score, and then Andrew Padilla's 30-yard run. 2nd and 6 for the Coyotes at the 48-yard line, their own 48. They're going right to left until the fourth quarter, if we're still playing then. Paul Vigil in the game now as a slot back. I believe he's the smallest guy on the roster. We're going to run the ball again to Vigil. He is wrapped up after another 4-yard gain. And we may have seen all of Bryce Sanchez as well. You want to get somebody hurt in mop-up duty here. So a lot of the skill players could be having the night off. I see Josh Estrada with his helmet off, sitting on the bench, not standing. 3rd and 2. Santa Fe 48-yard line. They're going to go under center this time, and they're going to go to Vigil. No, they're going to go to Godoy, and Godoy's got the corner. It's not Godoy. I'll get you who it is. That was Matt Castillo. So Matt Castillo with the 21-yard carry, his first carry of the day. He's been a star returning the ball. And now he's getting some reps in the backfield. He's got it again, makes one. Oh, no, they've gone back to Fabian Vigil, but a nice gain on first down, 7 yards. Can't even keep up with who's in the game. So Padilla re-enters the huddle. Segala in the game with Avi Toscano. They're lined up out to the right. And Fabian Vigil is the back. And it will be him again up the middle, but they're waiting for him that time. He's going to lose a couple. Let's just say he lost 2. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Coyotes. I wonder if we'll see another field goal attempt if they don't get the first down. Me personally, I like that they try the kicks in these situations. You never know when a kick is, you're going to need one to win an important game. I remember one year, Coyotes didn't attempt to kick all year, but they kicked one in the playoffs to win a game. I would want to see my kicker more. Here's a fake and a rollout and a throw across the middle, and it's incomplete. Pretty good coverage there by Alex Moore. It looks like they were looking for Paul Vigil, and it's going to bring up 4th and 5. And, of course, the clock is running here, so we're already at 7 minutes and 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter with the Coyotes leading 45-6. We're going to line up to go for it on 4th and 5. Looks like they're going under center as well. Should have motion. They're going to try and draw him off. And they call a timeout. So they'll rethink it. Let's see. They do not get him drawn off, but it doesn't mean they're not still going to go for it. Ball's at the 22-yard line, so you got to think that would be about a 40-yard field goal attempt for Bryce Sanchez. He's already made one from 38 in the game. And we'll see what Coach Lynn has drawn up for this mostly second-teamers out there now on offense. And assuming we'll see the same thing on defense. Let's see who's in at center for the Coyotes right now. Could be Jordan Espinosa. And it might be Daniel Cedillo. I'm not sure. It's not Rico Lujan. He's on the bench. All right, 4th and 5 now. Little pistol formation. And it will be a pass. Padilla. And it's going to be a first down and more. And nearly a touchdown down to the 5. So 18 yards for Manny Segala. His first catch. And So now 2 for 2 and 30 yards for Andrew Padilla, and the Coyotes are looking to get into the 50s here. And trying to see the running back, it looks like it's Fabian Vigil, single back. 2 receivers out to the right. And it will be a pitch left. And in for the touchdown from 5 yards out is Fabian Vigil. So another Coyote in the scoring column. And Kennard will be out there looking for extra point number 7. Here's the snap, the hold, it's up, and it's good. All right, we're going to take a break. Thanks for tuning in to Roswell Coyote football. They lead Santa Fe here at the Wool Bowl 52-6 on KSVPTV.com and Roswell's Talk FM 106.5. We'll be right.
Hey, CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Sorry, I'm back a little late there. Just chatting with my producer, Roy. And we're ready to go. Kennard out there. Going to kick this one likely short. I'm thinking between the 5 and 10 yard line. Let the cover team work. Remember, the cover team struggled a little bit against Lovington. So deep all the way to the 3, and it will be returned out to the 10, the 15. And across the 20, the 25, and hit hard and out of bounds about the 28 or 29 yard line. And here comes defense, and both Lynn boys are out there. In fact, starting line is out there. We do have Jacob Palomino in at safety. We have Wes Gallegos in at one cornerback position. And it looks like we have Kevin Molina in at a cornerback. And the Coyotes need to get some more guys over here because there's 3 receivers, only 2 people covering them, and no safety behind them. But they just run the ball, and oh my goodness. Noah Lynn. My goodness. Noah Lynn just went right through the blocker, right into the tailback. And that's the most generous spot I've seen in my life. They're going to say -1 on that. Noah Lynn had him back 5 yards in the backfield. And Noah's been a handful this year in 2 games. Oh, got us to jump, and that's going to be offsides on the defense as I think it was Dominic Silva. There was someone on the right side as well. Could have been Noah that got a little happy there.
If you have a red ticket, it's worth a bunch of money.
Mikey Lucero, number 63, looks kind of odd, but he's playing linebacker, and he's lined up against a very speedy receiver. And here's I don't know if it's a busted play, but not a very well executed play. It's going to be a -3 on that one, and a tackle by Aiden Rutley for a loss. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. 4:25 remains in the 3rd quarter, 52-6 your score. Coyotes can end this with a touchdown. Third and 8. Watt is still the quarterback. He's looking downfield and nearly picked off by Jacob Palomino with good coverage on Santi Villasenor, who has the only score of the game for Santa Fe, but good coverage and nearly picked off for Jacob Palomino, seeing his first action of the season. And are we going to get a punt returner back? Is it going to be Jacob? What are we doing here? Jacob says, I got it. Bubba, a little late getting on the field, so Jacob Palomino is going to get a chance to return this punt. The Coyotes are coming for the block, though. Line drive kick, and Palomino away from the first man. He's trying for the corner and makes one man miss. He's still going. And down to the 36-yard line. 28-yard return for Jacob Palomino. I don't think he was supposed to be the punt returner there, but the personnel didn't transition quick enough. Jacob says, I can be a punt returner. Real nice return. All right, Padilla's got his orders. He comes into the huddle. Lets the team know what's going on, and here we go. And it will be Dominic Pacheco out to the left, and have Avi Toscano out to the right with Manny Segala. But it is going to be a run. Padilla with the keeper. He's got the sideline, makes a move, and he's down to the 24-yard line. It's going to be a 12-yard gain for Andrew Padilla. He's up 42 yards on the ground. Padilla, tall quarterback. Listed with 5'9". I know he's taller than that. He's in the shotgun with Godoy. He's going to throw, and that's interference. That is not called, but okay. Appeared to have Dominic Pacheco around the neck before the ball got there, but no flag on the play. Can bring up second down and 10 at the 24-yard line as we roll down to a minute 33 left here in the third quarter. Got to be honest, I didn't think it'd last this long. Again, a touchdown ends the game for the Coyotes. Padilla hands the ball off, and this is Godoy, and slips away. He's across the 15, flips down to the 13. So that is going to be an 11-yard carry for Godoy. And now it's going to be first and 10 at the 12. So the Coyotes 12 yards away from ending this one, and we get inside a minute with this running clock, inside a minute in the third quarter. And we have Paul Vigil, slot. He's the littlest Coyote, but he doesn't play little. Listed with 5'4", 130 pounds. This is going to be Godoy, and Godoy is wrapped up in the backfield, and will be a loss on the play, and that might take us to the fourth quarter. And I doubt they will try to get this off in the 20 seconds. I think they'll just walk over to the other side of the field. If they do, that'll give us a chance to go to another commercial, and it looks like that's what the Coyotes are content to do. They're going to let the clock run down. About 8 seconds left. And we will resume play from the other 12-yard line. Coyotes will be headed towards that red end zone. I think they like that better anyway. Thanks for tuning in to Roswell Coyote Football on KSVPTV.com. 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. As we head to the fourth, the Coyotes lead Santa Fe Demons 52-6. Thanks for tuning in, Coyote Nation. We'll be right back.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. And everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Southwest Printers is a third-generation printing company. From letterheads to business cards and all types of invitations, books, and magazines. Our dedicated staff care about your project and work to get it right the first time, every time. Southwest Printers' design team makes your art stand out above the rest. Our printing team will handle your project like it's the only one in the shop. Let us print your signs, banners, window lettering, event tickets, invitations, and much, much more. Remember, Southwest Printers. If you can think it, we can print it.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
This one might be over before that.
Southwest Printers is a third-generation printing company.
We'll see.
From
Here's
letterheads
Padilla.
to business cards and all
Second
types of
10,
invitations.
and he's going to fake the pitch, keep it himself. And Padilla will end the football game with a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Roswell Coyotes defeat the Santa Fe Demons 58-6 via the mercy rule. And they're already at midfield waiting to shake hands, and Santa Fe doesn't even really realize what's going on. Some of the players there, but now they have as the officials take off. And now we're having the pleasantries here. So dominating performance, both sides of the ball, all three aspects of the game as we expected here. This was kind of a mismatch on paper, as they say, and when the mismatched team is without their starting quarterback, just makes it all the worse. But a dominating performance by the Roswell Coyotes. We're gonna probably take a little bit longer break here, maybe like a 2.5, 3 minute break, and then we'll have stats for you and close things out. Thanks for tuning in. Coyotes win 58-6. We'll be right back after.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good.
Right.
Check it out. Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation. The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
Story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Check it out. Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
All right, we are back to close things out here from the Wool Bowl as the Roswell Coyotes completely dominate the Santa Fe Demons 58-6 via the mercy rule. as we just had entered the fourth quarter there when the 50-point margin was reached. Going to go over some stats for you here before we close things out and talk about next week. Going to start off with the kicking game. Peyton Kennard, a perfect 7 for 7 on extra points and a 38-yard field goal to boot. Punt returns for the Coyotes. Matt Castillo had 3 punt returns, 1 for 25, 1 for 11, and 1 for 72 yards, over 100 yards in returns for Matt Castillo. Jacob Palomino added a 28-yard return as well. 2 kickoff returns for the Coyotes. Halftime and after the 1 Santa Fe score, Matt Castillo with a 47-yard return and A.B. Toscano with a 23-yard return. Defensively for the Coyotes, they were led by Connor Nichols. Unofficial totals, 5 tackles, 1 for loss, sack, and a fumble recovery. Brother Keegan Nichols with 3, one of those also for a loss. Cy Carrasco added a tackle for loss. Nate Quintero and Wes Gallegos each with 2. Vernon Molinar and Aiden Rutley each with 2. One of Rutley's was for a loss. Noah Lynn, 2 tackles, both of those for a loss, including a sack and a forced fumble. Dominic Silva had a 1 tackle in the game. Gabe Castro and Jacob Palomino each added 1 as well. Jacob's 1 tackle was for a loss. And Tyler Wojcik off the bench with his best game, his first game, I believe, at the varsity level. And he chipped in with 3 tackles, 2 of those for loss, and only 1 penalty on the defense. Only 1 penalty on the offense as well, as it was mostly a running game. Manny Fuentes was 1 for 2 with a 10-yard touchdown pass. That pass went to Malachi Mitchell, and then Andrew Padilla was 2 for 2 for 30 yards. One of those passes going to Manny Segala for 18, another to A.B. Toscano for 12. That was really more of a pitch forward there on that one. So just the 4 pass attempts technically in the game. Running the football, Matt Castillo, 1 carry for 21 yards. Fabian Vigil, 5 carries for a total of 9 yards and a touchdown. Andrew Padilla, 5 carries, 54 yards and a touchdown. A.B. Toscano, 1 carry, 1 yard and a touchdown. Luis Godoy, 6 carries, 82 yards and a touchdown. Manny Fuentes, 1 carry, 7 yards and a touchdown. Bryce Sanchez, 8 carries, 68 yards, and 2 scores. So, as I said, total domination for the Coyotes against Santa Fe. Santa Fe will take on Capital next week. Their quarterback tells me he will play in that game. And the Coyotes will travel to Hobbs and take off a very tough, ranked 6th in the state, Hobbs team next week. Should be a good one. We'll have it right here on KSVPTV.com. And 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, and my partner will be back with me for that one. So tune in next week for more Coyote football as they attempt to get back to that state championship game. A dominating performance tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Kelly McDonald going to sign off now, and as always, it's a great day to be a Coyote. Good night.
That concludes this presentation of Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM is presented by Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Business Notions, Calici's Frozen Custard, Central Valley Electric, Dion's Pizzas, E&MU Portales, and E&MU Roswell, Loppin and Brown Dentistry, Mays Lumber, Oasis Computers, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Plateau, Richland Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram, and Richland Chevrolet Buick, Roswell Seed Company, Southwest Printers, Trustmark Roofing, the University of New Mexico, Wakefield Oil, and Wakefield Oil Express. Thanks for tuning into this broadcast of Sports on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled program.
Her prosecution of Trump is, quote, politically motivated. In a letter to the DA announcing the probe, House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan, the Republican from Ohio, demanded the Democrat prosecutor provide answers over her indictment of former President Trump and his associates. The letter reads, "Your indictment